Day 93, gentlemen. Day 90 freaking 3 of my semen retention streak with 0 relapse. I've gone 93 days and I've seen a lot of discussion about this, so I figured it's worth talking about. This whole, I relapsed and then I had bad luck happen. Then all these bad things started happening to me. But when I hold, then I have good luck. Here's my firm belief and my reminder for you guys. There's no such thing as good luck or bad luck. There is simply high frequency and low frequency. On semen retention, we are holding in our sexual power, our energy, our life force. Thus, we are raising our frequency. We're holding this in instead of giving it away externally. We are just continuing to push it in and up throughout our body. We hold it in and we get to benefit from that literal life-giving force. Which in turn causes your electromagnetic, your energetic field to increase in frequency. And you attract similar frequencies into your life. This goes back to the whole concept of life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you who you are being, what you are, your frequency, your present frequency. So if you're on a streak and your frequency is going up and up and up, and you're making let's say it's a new PR for you, a new length of semen retention that you haven't been able to achieve before. Well, you're operating at higher and higher and higher frequencies, and then you suddenly drop that thing, dude, you're suddenly no longer a match for that life that you might have been gearing up for and building towards. You might have been calling in some really cool shit, and then you suddenly drop, and now you're getting opportunities falling off the table and people looking at you differently, and just life not going how you were getting used to it going, which is it's just working for you, right? It has nothing to do with bad luck. It is simply your frequency is now too low to access those gifts, those blessings that operate at higher frequencies. That's it. It almost makes me wonder if they should do a test on those who win the lottery. Because they have done tests, and I have read books. One was called The Luck Factor. And it was all about studying... Brother. Trying to cut me off. It was all about studying people who genuinely believed that they were lucky, and because they believed that they were lucky, lucky things happened to them. Look it up. It's a great book. And there is a whole side to this, guys, of, for example, like Dr. Joe's work, Neville Goddard's work, using your mind to envision and feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, right? That is one side. And again, that's playing on your frequency. It's working on your frequency. But then, to me, it seems like, as a man, semen retention could also be this default underlying thing that operates at a level below that, as like a support system below that. It's like your frequency can't drop below this if you're on semen retention, because it keeps going up automatically. It keeps protecting you. I just had this realization because there was a girl, an artist that we worked with and did a project with her, and everything we did with her was very, very, very successful. And I learned later on that she was very protective of her sexual energy and stayed a virgin till she got married. And I would also notice that like careers and like streaming performances and everything would perform better when I was locked in on my, protecting my sexual energy as well. I do wonder, not even wonder, that makes perfect sense to me, that those who protect their sexual energy, they're just luckier nonstop. They have an aura around them. They have a beauty to them that others just want to be around. I should almost start only signing artists that are celibate. That would be hilarious. But it does make you realize, guys, if you have something big and important planned and you're like wanting to make some moves in life, you better mother freaking protect your sexual energy like nothing else. Like nothing else. You had better. Because if you've got a big deal on the table, big opportunities on the table, and that night before or whatever, day before, you decide to spill it, just watch and see if you're still an energetic match. Life's a game of frequency. Whoever has the biggest, best energy wins. Highest energy wins. Highest frequency wins. There's so many podcasts now about, like, I was watching one the other day about some NFL players talking about how, we're holding it for a while before these important games. Otherwise, we get wrecked. The guys that are the best at holding it are the most successful, the biggest winners. Nikola Tesla is supposed to have been celibate pretty much his whole life. Michael Jackson, rumors of like LeBron James using this as well. Like all these really, really, really talented, best in the world people you might say are very lucky. Are they lucky? Are they actually lucky, or are they giving up something that most people aren't willing to give up? Pleasure. To find pleasure in life easily falling into their laps. I'm on day 93, and I'm noticing this. I am noticing that the more seriously I protect it, this energy of mine, the more seriously that I hold it, the easier my life gets. Things just happen for me. People just bring what I want to me. Everything just works for me. I've got some cool stories that I'm going to share probably in the next week or so. I just want them to all lock in, be done with before I share them. But it's not complicated, guys. Don't overthink this. Life is a frequency game. Semen retention helps you, by default, keep a very high frequency. You can raise it further with meditation, with vision exercises, all that kind of stuff. But it's the state of your being that attracts and creates your life. And when you release your sexual energy, and I do have to wonder if there is that punishment, right, that everybody's talking about. Oh, the bad luck. I don't think that punishment would be as bad of a punishment if it was with like your soul partner, your wife, your husband, who then takes theirs and puts it back into you, and you're like filling each other up with each other's energy, you know what I mean? So you're not losing it, as opposed to you picking up some hoe on the weekend. She takes your energy and runs, and you never see her again, right? And you just like completely lost that energy, were depleted. I do have to think that there is an advantage there. And maybe, just maybe, perhaps that's why the Bible says, like two is better than one, a strand, a cord of two. You can let me know what those verses are, but it is hinting at this concept of like two strands cannot be easily broken. Then you introduce that third strand, God, into that relationship, and that's a very strong relationship, right? Energetically speaking, that's got to be a part of it. What are these guys doing? Guess it's Sprouts night. Everybody going to Sprouts. I gotta go to Sprouts too. But anyways, if you're not married, it's pretty simple. Hold your seed. Don't spill your fucking seed. I'm telling you, life gets better. Life gets easier. Life no longer has anxiety to it. There's no longer anxiety that I'm experiencing. And I'll tell you what, here's what's interesting. It feels like I'm in what's called a dip period right now. It feels like I'm in this period of like, I'm out of the bullshit. Like I exited a really long, painful cycle, but the new one hasn't quite yet begun yet. And I'm sitting between the two, just kind of like twiddling my thumbs, finishing out healing and mindset and reprogramming all of this stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, the conversation in my head is usually like one that's trying to, a version of me that is still trying to plan and prep and get ready for and predict, right? The animal mind, guys, that wants to predict and keep us safe. And I'm just finding myself leaning into this, bro, just chill. Trust. It's all going to work out. It's great. And sitting in that energy. Because on a semen retention streak of 93 straight days, it's easier to feel. I feel protected. I feel like everything is just inevitably working out for me, going to continue working out for me. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and better. And for once in my life, just it feels like I'm finally to a point of stopping wanting to just push and push and push and push on the thing, and finally be like, oh, there's a timer. I just have to wait for the timer to go off, and then that thing falls, and I can keep moving. It's like there's a season, there's a time for everything, and I know I'm just about ready to enter it. So I am valuing my sexual energy significantly right now. And you could look at my life right now and think like, wow, there's a lot of luck happening. It's like, it's not luck. It's just high vibration. It's just high frequency. That's it. It's just high frequency. Which is a little sad, because then you're like, do I have to give up this whole idea of sexual pleasure? I don't know yet. Depends how far you want to take this, how far you want to go, how far I want to go with this. But I know for a fact that in seasons of transition, seasons of big change and growth, why not have the cards stacked in your favor by holding your sexual energy? Right? Wouldn't you want that if you want the best outcome? If you're going through a transition right now, or transitioning into something in life, it's like There's a lot of moving pieces. Wouldn't it be the right move to have this field of magnetism, of high frequency, high vibration floating around you, causing everybody to just kind of give you what you want, make life easy? I think so. And you know what's interesting too? So I am, like I said, I'm on day 93. I'm also on day 13 or 14 of my parasite cleanse. And I'm about to up my parasite cleanse now to a higher dose for the next little run of the protocol. And I'll tell you guys what, if you haven't done this before, parasite cleanses are, they really fatigue the body. They exhaust the body. You know, you really just want to sleep because your body is killing off and getting rid of a lot of this stuff that it no longer wants, no longer needs. It takes a lot of energy. Like I'm really not even that hungry anymore. Lately, I've been going almost 24 hours eating fruits, vegetables, and going to bed again. Like it's pretty wild. And in this protocol, like I said, I'm so focused on just giving my body what it wants, letting it heal and rest. I'm not out here looking for chicks, dude. I'm not out here hoeing around looking for these girls to hook up with or anything. And I actually think that's quite a benefit going into a season of such transition. It's almost like God's giving me an opportunity to, one, heal my body, two, but also protect my energy to make this a smooth transition. Isn't that interesting? It's like I'm double winning by checking in, taking care of my vessel, and prioritizing putting that energy back into me and investing that into a healing modality. You know, I don't have to deal with these high-risk environments of losing or giving away or being tempted to leak this sexual energy. Like I'm quite literally just locked into my own environment, in my own zone, and it's beautiful. It's working really, really well. And I would encourage you guys to consider doing the same. How seriously do you want a better life? How seriously do you want more money? How seriously do you want a better living environment, a better car, a better career, a better job, better relationships? I'm starting to feel very confident that I'm going to attract a woman into my life who is also protecting her sexual energy at this level, and the two of us will be potent together. Because again, my energy continues to stack up. Day 93. And I will no longer attract low frequency people into my life, but I will attract high frequency people into my life. It's like a calling has been sent out, a signal has been sent out, and I'll run into her. We'll know. We'll just know. Well, isn't that simple? A man who can conquer lust, a man who can conquer himself, can conquer everything. That's what we're doing here, boys. That's what we're doing here. We're learning to conquer ourselves and conquer this desire for lust within us. If we do that, we can conquer everything. Everything else shall be added onto you when you seek first the kingdom. The Bible really does start to have some incredible value to it once you start to figure out how to truly interpret it for your life. Like here and now. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added on to you as well. Righteousness, right use. right useness. The literal meaning of sin, from what I remember, is to miss the mark. It's like when everybody's talking about, oh, this sin, I think it gets twisted a little bit. I see it more as missing the mark. And it's like, oh, you have sexual energy, and if you're in alignment with righteousness, if you know how to use it correctly, everything will be added onto you. Or you can miss the mark, you can spend it foolishly, you can be the prodigal son and go just waste it, and then you can reap that harvest. It's not some little game, guys. Life isn't some little game of, oh, I hope I get lucky, hope I don't get lucky, hope I don't get lucky. There is no coincidence. There are no coincidences. It's all about vibration. It's all about frequency. Either you were a match or you weren't. Did you win the game? No? Then you weren't a match. Did you get the boy? Did you get the girl? I guess for all you're all male followers on this channel. I'll assume most of you are straight. Did you get the girl? Nope. You weren't a high enough vibration, potentially. Or you were too high. She was a hoe. She was a low vibration. You get the job, get the raise. Somebody else did, not you. They had higher vibration. They might be doing semen retention. Go watch my video that I made this week. It's called You Will Lose to a Man on Semen Retention. Go find that thing. Watch that thing. You'll lose to a man on semen retention if you're not on semen retention. Why? It's not because he's lucky. It's because he's at a higher vibration and he attracts higher outcomes into his life. So I'm excited to continue to share my discoveries with you all as I stick on this journey. Again, day 93. I'm really excited to hit day 100 coming up in about a week. I'll keep you posted on this parasite cleanse, entering the next phase where I'm doing a much higher dude, it's funny watching just normies, people who are completely unaware of how life works. Some days, I'm gonna be real, guys, some days it would be nice to be able to sit down and take that blue pill and go back to sleep, and it was all a dream. It was all, nothing's real, nothing was fake, it's all real, this game of life is all real, and you just like fall back into the character. It would be nice. Not gonna lie. But for some reason or another, here we are, awake in the Matrix, learning how to hack the game. If we're gonna be here, guys, we might as well hack this freaking game. We might as well get the best records, get whatever we want, have a great time, right? Why not? But you literally have to get semen retention figured out to do this. You literally have to overcome yourself and lust to do so. No other way around it. And that's what we're doing. Be intentional, guys, on your journey as you're going here. Keep speaking life over yourselves. Cut all the bullshit statements that are not in alignment with your highest good. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. I made a video about that the other day. Go watch that one. Speak life over yourself. Set your intention. Make your intentions clear that you intend to hold your seed, your sexual energy, your power, and transmute it and pour it into a better life. Become a better version of yourself. Be intentional with that, and that is what creates in your life, in your reality. And then these streaks might just get a little bit easier to go longer and longer and longer and longer. I've got much respect for you guys for being on this journey. This is the narrow path. Few are called, or many are called. The chosen are few. And you'll know if that's you. It probably is you because you're on this channel. Subscribe, follow along. I'm glad you're here. And I will see you on the next one. Peace, love, abundance.